Good morning, dear students. So in this video, we talk about the effect of temperature on solubility. As you know, in the previous video, we have talked about the solubility, and that one is the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in 100 gram of the solvent at some fixed temperature. Okay, now? In the previous video, we have talked about the effect of pressure on solubility, but in this video, we will talk about effect of temperature on solubility. As you can see that solubility is directly proportional to temperature for the solution of solids in liquids. So I will make it clear first of all how solubility is directly proportional to temperature. Okay, so you can see here. Here I will take one of the beaker and I will add some amount of liquid into this one, and that liquid, this is very familiar, that one is drinking water. I have taken water into this one. Now I will add some amount of salt into this one. I will add some amount of salt into this one. Okay, now, so I will take it with the help of some different color. Okay, I have added some salt into this one. Okay, now some salt into this one. Now this is a solution where solid is actually dissolved in liquid. So first case, you can see the solubility is directly proportional to temperature for the solution of solids in liquid. For the solution of solids in liquid. So I have taken the same thing, beaker, and then after you can see I had taken water into this one, water, air, water, and then I have added some amount of salt into this one. Yes, I have added salt into this one, and I am increasing the temperature. What it will produce an effect on the solubility of solid in liquid, and you know that solubility will increase. How it will increase? What is the chemistry behind it? As you know, dear students, when we are talking about the interparticle space, the temperature will increase. Increasing temperature will widen the interparticle space, and as it will widen the interparticle space, more amount of solute we can add into this one. So we can say solubility will increase in that case. Okay, now more amount of solute we can add into that one, and it will, yes, it will, we can say solubility is directly proportional to the temperature for the solution of solids in liquids. More amount of salt it can added. Okay, now that solution, that liquid can added more amount of salt in that one. Then second, you can see the solubility of gas is inversely proportional to the temperature. Here solubility is directly proportional to temperature in case of solid in liquid, but here you can see solubility of gases in liquid it is inversely proportional. How? We will see that one. Now we can take one of the beaker, in that water is there, yes, water is there. Now I will take salt into this one. Gases, we are talking about the gases. Okay, now, so we can say that water is there, we are talking about the solubility is inversely proportional to gases. So you know, dear student, water is there and water has dissolved oxygen is present into this one. Okay, now as soon as I will increase temperature, what will you see? You will see the dissolved oxygen will start, yes, formation of bubbles would be there, and with the formation of bubbles we can say water will start boiling. If water will start boiling, you will see some bubbles everywhere is start producing. Okay, now start producing. What is that? That is dissolved oxygen. That bubble is dissolved oxygen, and that bubble dissolved oxygen is trying to escape into the atmosphere, from the atmosphere, so into the atmosphere. So we can say the solubility in case of gases Okay, more amount of gases, you think gases are trying to escape into the atmosphere. More amount of gases, if I will add into that one, that gas will add into that one. No, because you know gases with the temperature, it will vaporize, it will go in the atmosphere. So you can say solubility will decrease in the case of gases which is mixed into the water, so solubility every time is inversely proportional to the temperature, okay. Now we can talk about the types of solution on the basis of concentration. Concentration means amount. If I will make if I will take one beaker, and if I will add some salt into this one, some solute we will add, then types of solution on the basis of concentration. Concentration means amount, okay. So you can see, first of all, it is a unsaturated solution, and unsaturated solution means the solution in which more amount of solute can be dissolved at a particular temperature under the given condition. Yes, the given condition should be fixed. If it is not fixed, then this cannot be called as unsaturated solution. So what is unsaturated solution? I am showing you by making one of the diagram. I will take one beaker, and in that water is there, okay. Now what I can do, I can add some amount of salt into this one. Yes, I can add some amount of salt into this one. 1 spoon of salt I have added, 1 spoon of salt I have added into this one. Yes, you know, salt, 1 spoon of salt will go, and immediately it will settle down at the bottom, and when I will stir with the glass rod, immediately it will completely mix. So no problem. Then I will add second spoon of that salt. It will also mix. Means one point will come when the water dissolution, rate of dissolution of this salt will become equal, okay now. So we can say that is saturation point. But before that, when salt is about to dissolve, more amount of salt can be added into that one is unsaturation. Means more amount of salt you can add again and again. That one is unsaturated solution, the solution in which more amount of solute can be dissolved, okay now. Then after, types of solution on the basis of concentration, the same topic, and that one is saturated solution. A solution, I am showing you one of the beaker I will take, and in that beaker water I have taken. Now I have taken 2, 3, 4 spoon that contains salt into that one. Now no more space is left, interparticle space is fully occupied, means no more amount of salt will mix into that one, okay now. So that, now again you can see the definition, the solution in which no more amount of solute can be added, okay now, no more amount of solute can be added, and that one is saturated solution, where no more amount of solute can be added, means interparticle space is fully occupied by the solute, okay now. Now you can see this saturated solution can be made unsaturated. What is the meaning of unsaturated? Before the saturation point, that one is unsaturation, and you can make the saturated solution as unsaturated. How you can make? Just hit that one, you will see interparticle space will become increase, and if interparticle space will become increase, then more amount of solute can be added, okay now. That is the unsaturated point, where more amount of solute you can add. And second one, by adding more solvent. Yes, add more solvent, you can add more solute, so that is the unsaturation point, okay now. Then second one is, now the next one is the same, topic is same, but we can talk about the next type of this one, and that one is supersaturated solution, okay. Create one condition where I have taken one beaker, Okay, I have added water into this one, I have added water into this one. Okay, and I have added some amount of salt into this one. Means this is one is a condition of saturated solution. This one is a condition of saturated solution. Now what you can see if I will start heating, what will you see in that case? The interparticle space will widen, and more amount of solute you can add into this one. More amount of solute it can add it into this one. Okay, till that no problem. More amount of solute you can add into that one. Just stop giving heating, stop heating this one, stop applying heat to this one, stop applying heat to this one. What will you see? What will you see in that case? You will see that more amount of solute is actually present in that solution, into that liquid. So we can say more amount of solute that is present into that case will produce one dense fluid. And you can see the example honey. Honey has more amount of sugar. More amount of sugar is present into that one, and that one is a case of supersaturated solution, where once we have given lots of heat, when we have given lots of heat, more amount of sugar can be added. But when I have removed heating, stop giving heat to this one, that heat will remain dissolved in that liquid. So that one is a condition of supersaturated solution. Okay na? So supersaturated, saturated and unsaturated. I am repeating this one. Saturated, where no more amount of solute can be added, means interparticle space is fully occupied. What is unsaturated? Before the saturation point, every point is unsaturated. What is supersaturated? Take solution, means solute plus water, apply heating, it will allow more amount of solute it can add it, then stop giving heat to this one. What will you find? You will find that the concentration of solute is more. Okay na? That solute will remain dissolved in the supersaturated solution. So one of the conditions where solute is more, okay na? So that condition is supersaturated solution. Okay, so thank you for this video.